Hey everybody, it's the Kris Kondrad Movie Review Show. Today I'll be reviewing American Hustle, which just was nominated for a bunch of Academy Awards and Golden Globes. I don't know why we have two of these shows. It's the same shit. It's just consumerism run rampant. Chance to see J-Lo in two different outfits. Come on already! Instead of making all these movie award shows, let's make some movies that actually warrant receiving an award. American Hustle. It's nominated for Best Picture and it'll probably win. Most critics are calling it the best film of the year, if not one of the best. And guess what? This critic's in agreement. One of the best movies I saw in the theater this year. And out of 4 stars, I give it 2. That's 2 stars. Are you confused? Yeah, it's been that shitty of a year in movies. This movie's just okay, and still one of the best movies I saw this year. That's just sad. It's based on a true story, but not really. It's kind of based on a true story, and Christian Bale is playing a character kind of based on a real-life guy, but not quite. What the fuck? Either make it a true story or don't. The only time this mechanism ever worked was in Boogie Nights. A film that's much longer, yet somehow feels much shorter and more entertaining and actually funny. This movie is being billed as a comedy, I'm told. I thought it was a drama when I saw it because I didn't laugh once. I can usually tell a movie's a comedy by the sound of my own laughter. Nobody told me Team America World Police was a comedy. I figured it out for myself. This movie I thought was a drama, but it doesn't achieve on that level either because I'm not engaged, because I don't give a shit about any of the people in this film because all the characters were assholes or losers. Christian Bale turns in a decent performance as an American hustler, but I don't buy it for 1 second. This guy's just too big of a doofus. Nobody's taking this guy seriously. He couldn't sell shit to anybody. He couldn't sell Gatorade in hell. I mean, seriously, from his greasy comb-over to his bad fashion sense to his shitty posture, nobody's taking this cat seriously. I mean, the movie tells me he's a hustler, it gives him nice jewelry and a nice car, but I don't buy it for 1 second. Amy Adams turns in a decent performance. She's a good actress, and she's cute. I didn't even know she had breasts, but we get side cleavage from her the whole movie. Whatever happened to side cleavage? Why did that disappear? I mean, top cleavage is fine, I love it, but let's mix it up a little, and this movie does. Lots of side cleavage. But I don't like Amy Adams' character in the movie. Am I supposed to? I mean, she's such a deceitful bitch. I mean, I get it, she's a hustler, she's going to be deceitful, but she's deceitful even to Christian Bale, her own partner. She pretends to be English till he finally busts her out. Later she cheats on him with Bradley Cooper, or are they in an open relationship? Does anybody care? I don't. Bradley Cooper plays a kind of interesting character, but again, I don't buy him for a second. He's just like one-man FBI task force. I mean, he's running around rampant, putting his own case together. If he needs anything, he just goes to his superior, Louis C.K., who turns in a humorous, small performance. If he needs an entire floor of the, downtown hotel, he asks Louis C.K. and he signs off on it. I mean, it's bullshit. I just rewatched The Wire. Even in a police station, if you want anything done, you got to go through like a million chains of command and paperwork, and it just doesn't ring true. I mean, really, David O. Russell, if you're going to base a movie on reality, or a real story, base it in reality. It doesn't feel like reality. There's a scene where Bradley Cooper is interrogating Amy Adams, and all of a sudden he starts hitting on her, and I kept waiting for some voice to come over a microphone like, Agent Cooper, stop hitting on the witness. But no, because this movie just doesn't ring true at all. Bradley Cooper is this FBI agent who lives at home with his mother. Come on, doesn't an FBI agent live enough to, make enough cash to get his own apartment? Maybe this is supposed to be funny, him running around in curlers yelling at his mother to feed the fish. But it wasn't. It was just pathetic. And nothing comes off as humorous. I don't know. Maybe it was over my head. But all the comedy just misfires, in my opinion. Jeremy Renner shows up in the most interesting character in the film. This character actually warranted his own story, I thought. He could have his own movie here. He plays the mayor of Atlantic City. He's this guy who grew up in Atlantic City. He loves his town. He wants to make it a better place. But to do so, he's got to be a little shady. He's got to be a little corrupt. Even naively so. He doesn't want to be, but he has to be. And that's a great character, but he's not in it enough. It's too much of Christian Bale's lovable loser who isn't lovable. He's just a fucking loser. Jennifer Lawrence, she's in the film. Come on, I love her. We all love her. She's so lovable. She's the flavor of the month, but she warrants it. She's a great actress. Here, I guess she turns in a decent performance, but her character is so fucking annoying. I can't tell if she's supposed to be an asshole or an idiot. There's a scene where Christian Bale gets a microwave oven, which he calls a science oven. I guess that's supposed to be funny. I didn't think it was, but it was cute. And he gives it to her, and he's like, just don't put any metal in it. And she immediately puts metal in it and blows the thing up, and then he's bitching at her, and she's like, well, fuck microwaves. They're bad for you anyway. Did she sabotage it on purpose, or because she's a fucking moron? Later on, when she's talking to these upper echelon, mob investors, is she trying to sabotage everything, or is she just stupid? I don't know, and I don't care, and neither will you. This film's just not engaging. David O. Russell is a devil for the details. I mean, it's the 70s. I get it already. He beats the 70s into your head so hard you'll be shitting bell bottoms and paisley. The soundtrack feels like the greatest hits of the 70s. I mean, it's just so 70s out, it's overdone. You could retitle this movie That 70s Film, I swear to God. But even though the movie's got the details down, it doesn't feel like it's real. Again, if you're going to, it's just not reality-based. None of it comes off as real. It's just goofy. And at 2 hours and 18 minutes, it feels bloated and long. And I was looking at my watch, and that's short for a movie with all this going on, but it's boring, and it shouldn't be boring in that time slot. As much as I hated Wolf of Wall Street, that movie's an hour longer, and this movie actually feels longer. This is a better film just because it's more of a film, but it's just... And it's such a ripoff. It's so derivative from the swooping, arcing camera movements of Orson Welles and William Wyler to the narrative mechanism of one character narrating and then it's switching to another. It felt like, Casino or Goodfellas, but those are much more entertaining, better films. I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, disregard what all the critics are saying and just listen to me. I got the right beat on this one, people. Save your money and your time. And stay at home and watch Boogie Nights or Goodfellas or Casino, similar but much better films. And until next time, this has been Kris Kondrad with the Kris Kondrad Movie Review Show.